So some of these faces are truly evil in this game, but at least the blacksmith has an excuse. Or is he a fisherman? Maybe he's a miner by now, I don't know. But you try living in a fish skeleton, out in the desert for some reason, and in the CDI Zelda game, and try looking good after that. Welcome back to the Wand of Gamelon. Previously, wacky shit happened. I don't use that word lightly. There's like a lady that handed us a cloak that could kill Gibdo. Link's gone missing. I think the king took his hand off. Thank goodness. And we have a wacky dude that's living in the swamp here. He wants a Hanyu Spore in the Hanyu Forest. So I might as well go get that. Also, Zelda's a warrior princess. She doesn't have any chakrams. Kinda looks a little weird. I'm gonna see if I can't enhance this a little bit. Look at that. Look at that amazing face. That disturbs me a little bit. She's got like a horse face thing going on. Her nose is pulling her face out. Now, of course, she has the elf ears. She kinda looks like a gelfling. Are the Hylians actually gelflings, but taller? Oh, there's the Hanyu Spore. Now we have to get out of this place.
Greetings, Princess Zelda. Do you have any Arpagos feathers?
Do you just do random flips for no reason? Also, she has a weird face thing going on. It's a trend in this game, apparently. The creepy elf lady that looks a little familiar wants Arpagos feathers. But I have a Hanyu Spore for the dude in the swamp. Oh, this area again. Yep, this area is supposed to be hard in the CDI version. There's bad frame rates and all that. You're playing with the remote. We've been over this. They make you do it twice. Probably more times if you get lost. This area is probably going to kill me a few more times. Yay! There's one! It took my life once. Believe it or not, the first time I played this, I wasn't getting killed at all. I must have been getting lucky or something. But these Arpagos are a pain in the butt. Stop it. If you're good with your jumping, you don't need the alligators. Oh, I forgot. The Smart Sword is my answer here.
You're back! Now give me your glove. Hey! Don't worry. Here. A power glove. Great!
So he really was an alchemist and a blacksmith at the same time. Now we got the power glove. Which, you know, throw in fabric and a little bit of, fungus or something, and you get a metal glove out of it. And as we all know in this game, because of the last game, the power glove is like the most powerful weapon you can have. It costs 5 rupees to use, but it'll kill pretty much anything.
We have frozen the fountain of life. Oh, that was good. We have made evil.
Let's bring the darkness down.
So this is Triple Rova. It's less good than Twin Rova somehow. And they're witches in the fairy pole. And they're here to mess you up. They can do a lot of damage. Just... ah. How do I kill you again? There we go. Our hitbox is a little funny. We can use the laser beam too. There's one just off screen. Yeah.
All our lovely evil ruined. No!
And they get to go to a balloon trip too. And suddenly fairies! Doing very strange things. It's good to snipe those witches, because they could kill you rather easily, especially with 3 hearts.
We're free. You saved us.
Not again.
Here's a life heart and some fairy dust. Have some water of life.
So we just had the fairy version of a loot dump. Extra heart. Got some fairy powder that we could use on that cloak now. And, water of life to heal us. Also, in this game, you can get the canteen, but the only place you can refill it is here at the fairy pole. There's no, like, hourglass things. I can't see where I'm going. I don't know where the jump is. There it is. I gotta find out what the flute does eventually. I didn't use it at all the last game. We got the Gamelon Ship, but we also have fairy dust for Chico's mom, and the sooner we get that done, the better. Because I just don't want to talk to her. She's creepy. She's always creepy. Why is she so creepy? Someone pointed out that she's probably the descendant of Chico's mom. Like, Chico's great-great-great-great-great-great-granddaughter. Because, you know, the Rupee Land game is supposed to be, like, the first game, chronologically.
Oh, good. There. Now you can sneak up and give a monster a good shot before he sees you.
Just stop making faces. Oh, good. She vanished. She's gone now. Ah, great. That's the best part of this game so far. And we get a cloak that you don't really need to use all that much. It makes you invisible, so enemies can't attack you. But it costs 20 rupees to use. So we could go and top off on some items. Not sure what we need. Maybe some more rope, definitely some more bombs, just in case. But we have power gloves, so we shouldn't really need to worry about bombs much anymore. But there might be like a Glucko type character, so we might want to have a little bit of extra bomb. And, you know, rope. Because they might get wise and give me a whole bunch of rope puzzles. So we're done here, it's time to go to the Gamelon Ship. We have to head all the way to the bottom of this hill. That hill right there. Don't go all the way over here, because they might look like they're rideable. They're not very rideable. You need to go over here. Also, that thing is supposed to be a Zora. That pink, fleshy thing that has some endowments to it. I died a lot on that last screen just because I didn't know which alligator to jump on. It's kind of like Frogger. You don't know which one's going to submerge on you. Also, if, like, in the middle of that water is a kill point, so you can never land on the bottom alligator, ever. It kills you before it happens. But here's the Stalfos Pirates, but I'm not going to play the music, because this game does not deserve good music. That's all you get. We have to head up this way, holding on to nothing, of course. Because that's how Zelda rolls, holding on to nothing. And there's like these Genie everywhere. They'll just spawn out and just, you know, murder you. Because that's what they're prone to do. Come on, I had him. I had him done. Make them spawn one at a time, at least. I think I went the wrong way. Oh, no. I had it. I had it. Again, you can't really tell what's foreground and background and what you could stand on. We got the Arpagos feather. Then we can take that to the weird fairy lady. And we can just fall all the way back down. Alright, where did all these come from? Did I keep all that? Did I keep those items? I got the feather. Yeah, I got everything. Holy moly, that game went to war on me. Now the time to head inside and talk to the Stalfos captain. I think we could go in here too. No, it's just kind of there. That's where the sewage comes out, you know, on the top deck of the ship. This is the poop deck. This is where the poop goes. You didn't know that? And instead of doing like a weird quest for Elsa, the reflecting shield is just like sitting here. We don't need to see that ugly thing again. So, back to Hanyu. We have a fairy lady that needs Arpagos feathers. And she's gonna backflip until somebody appeases her. I'm just gonna leave that Arpagos there. He can't reach me unless he reaches me. By that time, I'm already across the screen. Enemy spawn limit. It exists even in the CDI. Stop that. Don't have a canteen yet, though. You would think the lady in the desert would give me a canteen, but no, just water of life.
Greetings, Princess Zelda. Do you have any Arpagos feathers?
Yes, stop flipping.
Good. Then let us make a cape from your shroud. Here, I must be off.
You just put the feather on the cape. It's not a new thing. Also, how many capes does Zelda need? How? This one is basically the winged helmet. It's her winged helmet, because she's not allowed to wear the winged helmet because she's the girl. This is what the magic cloak does anyway. She becomes Dark Zelda. Now she's just gonna swing her sword like crazy, and you can't hit her because she has a ridiculous hit radius on her shield. And you're just gonna have to sit in the corner and go like this. That's a little Zelda 2 knowledge for you. I don't even know what they were thinking with that boss. It's one of the main reasons why I never played Zelda 2 yet, but I heard there's supposed to be an improved version out there, so you might see Zelda 2 one of these years. Anyway, we got the magic cape that we don't really need for anything, really. I don't remember any puzzles solving it. So let's move on to Tykogee Tower. Got Power Glove, we could beat up things.
Oh my! It looks like everyone's been taken to Tykogee Tower.
This is illegal, you know.
My cakes will burn!
Who are these people? How am I supposed to care about them if I don't even know who they are? Kill Octoroks instantly with the Power Glove. It saves the day yet again. Taking out rocks like crazy too.
Come on, hurry! It's awful! Mayor Cavendish has been chained in the tower! Oh, my cakes! Come see me in Socato!
You, however, could have left whenever you wanted. That's the chef. I hope you enjoyed him. The chef is a great character, isn't he? Amazing character. He kind of looked like Harlequin, actually. He looks like a human Harlequin. Except he's not turning people into furry rat people. Unless that's what his cakes do. You never know in this universe. I mean, Gibdo got to talk. Anything's on the table now.
You dare defy me? You will die.
Guess again, Iron Knuckle.
This ain't Militron! What did you do with Militron? This guy looks like Militron, but he's no Militron. See? No old man in there.
He's dead. Let's get out of here.
Instead, it's Morbid. That is a bonus heart. That's what bonus hearts look like to animation magic. They're like pulsating and alive, and she eats them to gain their courage. Or is it wisdom? No, this game has a lack of both of those things. This is cowardice.
Oh, the indignity. Please, your highness, would you kindly cut the chains that bind me?
Not after what I just saw you do with your leg. You're gonna have to just stay here, I'm sorry. You're not used to me. You're no use for me either. I'm not used to anything in this game. Animation Magic apparently likes his cut the chain gimmick, so we have to cut the chain.
Ouch!
Thank you, princess. I managed to conceal this magic lantern. I hope it can be of use.
Oh, there's level 2 lantern. Now it'll last even longer. I wonder what wacky thing we have to do for level 3 lantern. So, yeah, now we got people in Socato. I'm not quite sure why they needed to exist, except for, you know, giving me something to do. But they're here in Socato now. I think the baker lives in this house here. No, not that house. I think it's the house next door. He lives in one of these houses. There he is.
Your friend Link could eat 10 of these.
At least.
Ha! The Arpagos will die for them.
Nah, he prefers, you know, Octoroks and bombing Dodongos. This bread is absolutely useless, though. If you got flying creatures around and you throw it out, they'll go for the bread instead of you. But it's only one use, and you have to come back here to get more.
Your friend Link could eat 10 of these.
Sometimes there's alternate dialogue when you talk to NPCs. I've been kind of avoiding it because then I have to see them again. So we got the bread, and I'm not quite sure where the dude went. But yeah, the bread is completely useless because we have unlimited lives, so we're not really afraid of the Arpagos. They're just annoying. It's just a herder, bread, you know, birds. That's the joke. Where are we going next in this terrible game? I think it directed us to it, and I just, like, scooted away from it. There it is. Yeah, it's like you don't even know something is there until it is. We gotta go to Doordoom Cave. Or Doordoom Cave. Maybe this game is self-aware of itself. It knows exactly what it is. And there's the Dongos here. Use your Power Glove on them. I can't wait to Power Glove some Dodongos! Link's been doing it all wrong. He's been wasting perfectly good bombs, when he could just Power Glove the guys. I mean, he has to have like 10 pairs of Power Gloves by now. Well, I know what we're fighting next. Aquamentus! No, wait, that's not right. The hell is his name? Digdogger. Yeah, it's Digdogger. It definitely has to be Digdogger. He's rather upset about his treatment in... Which game was it? Was he in Ages? He was like the only regular Zelda mini-boss return enemy in Ages, right? Digdogger. And he died in some kind of ridiculous way that didn't involve a flute. Speaking of which, flute. I don't know what it did. It did nothing. Well, that was a waste of a flute. If you have laser beams, these heads are a lot easier to hit. Sadly, we don't have laser beam no more. I squandered it. Because Zelda's shield apparently doesn't work to protect her head. She just doesn't want to have the gumption to lift her arm. It's a lot harder without the lasers. We're going to use the lasers from now on. Yeah, go ahead and run into that ridiculous hitbox of a laser. Oh no, my lantern! It's not like I have a billion lantern oil by now, because this game has unlimited lives and therefore is ridiculously easy. I think that's why they gave you bosses that could be killed in one shot, because otherwise you would just be miserable. Ah! That was ridiculous, it hit me! Oh, there's Gleeok. It's time to murder him with a Power Glove. Goodbye. And there's the Heat Crystal. Now we can go back to Socato again, now that we have a Heat Crystal in our inventory. As you notice, I could re-heal like every area I enter in. Just get a full health. I don't know if that's a remastered feature or if it was just like that. Well, Gibdo's dead. There's not really anything to do here. It's just skeleton time. Turns out the skeletons are just like regular patrons.
Let's see. That ought to do it. Works pretty good.
That's the Gold Master Sword. Except we don't have it on our person. But it's the Infinite Shoot Sword. Yeah, Heat Crystal, Fire Diamond, same thing.
Look, I got a new job.
I know, thanks. Get another new job now that you did your blacksmithing thing. Be more useful. So, we got Infinite Shoot Sword. We got Doordoom Cave. We're gonna have to head to a lake now. How much more until the end of this game? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 5 levels. I could do one more level and then save it for a third video. These games are not exactly that long. They're just difficult and terrible. But we always have to leave through his shop. It's like he has some kind of racket thing going on here. I'm good on pretty much everything. So now we're going to Shu Toy Lake. Right here, next to the weird tower thing. Where there's Unga Bungas living. Separated from civilization, somehow. Yeah, you can kind of poke the Dodongos to death with a laser if you want to. But we have Power Glove, so we don't need to. In fact, this sword is kind of broken too, since you get like an unlimited projectile. Power Glove is just better at everything else. Just taking them out. 20 rupees apiece, and you spend like 10 rupees killing them. This area has a key, and a Moblin shows up. That's about it for that place. I think they're running out of ideas at this point. I can tell why they wanted to give you the bread, it's just that the bread is a terrible item, all things considered. And it's Impa again. Impa, you have a lot of houses here. Do you have real estate?
Oh dear, Wizrobe has captured Lady Alma.
I'm not afraid of you.
Ha! Then wait here until you are.
First of all, who? And second of all, that's Wizrobe. That's what they think Wizrobe looks like. Me, I like the Wind Waker Wizrobe, even though I don't like Wind Waker all that much. No bias. So we gotta go save Lady Alma for some reason. We have to wait for the alligator. Don't get knocked off the alligator by the flying fish frogs. Some kind of weird flying monkey fish frog. Speaking of monkey fish frog, that's Zora over there. Actually, they're called Zola in this game, but those are Zora. And you can tell why I said they look like they're well endowed. Less said about that, the better. Oh, by the way, rocks fall, everyone dies. They only fall in certain places, though, so you can kind of avoid them. Emphasis on the word kinda. And then all of a sudden the rocks stop. Yeah, you're gone now, but you need a rope to get up here. There's nothing to do down there. I keep on doing that. I keep on hitting the item button to change my item out, but it opens a door instead. Yeah, I think there's a death pit right here. You don't want to hit the death pit. A lot of rooms with nothing in them. Okay, there's some things here, infinitely spawning flying enemies. And that dude, that's Jeff. And Wizrobe! Wizrobe is exactly like Lupe. You have to... and he kills you instantly. That's a bigger problem.
Not the disintegration spell!
But that was your disintegration spell! Don't cast reflectable spells you're weak to! He ended up burning himself and a high-level spell slot. So that was it for Wizrobe. That's all he was there for. I forget what he even dropped. A thing. A key, right? So that's why that spell kills you instantly. You're supposed to realize it kills you instantly and reflect it. Lupe, you kinda have to hit her a few times. And there's Lady Alma! We rescued you!
Link told me about you.
You know Link?
Sure, he gave me his canteen for a kiss.
You kissed him?
Here, it's empty anyway.
Link's kind of a lech in this series, isn't he? Also, there's no refills in this game except you go to the fairy pool. So that canteen is as useless as Link is. I think I've had enough for right now. Next stop is the Dodomai Palace. We gotta go there. Hopefully this game goes away to the Dodo after this remaster. I hope there's not a remaster. Can you imagine? And it's done in like FMV? Like, what is that called? Death Trapper or whatever it is? That one? It was also on the CDI, I think? And it was a lot better than these games? Oh well. Go to my palace, and then maybe we'll kill a Ganon in one shot. I don't know. Good night, folks.